I believe when I was applying, I was kind of taking my decisions blindly. I was unsure, I was anxious and constantly second guessing myself and my decisions. But when I got selected, I looked back and realized that some of the choices that I made were exactly what helped me stand out. And if you are someone who is applying for Erasmus Mundus scholarship during this intake, these are the decisions you can consider making right now that might just save your application. So for context, I was also not very confident. I didn't have a roadmap, but I believe there were a few things that I did, maybe without even realizing, that kind of worked in my favor massively. And the idea of the video is to break them down to you so you can use them intentionally from the start in your application. So, right decision number one, I applied early. So, applying early gave me more than just time. It gave me time to think, which is very important, and to change direction where needed. Right decision number two, I didn't copy my SOP/motivational letter from a viral template. Even though it's very tempting to use a viral SOP template, but I didn't. I forced myself to sit down and write it myself. It was raw and imperfect for sure, but it was authentic. It wasn't fancy, but it was very, very authentic and genuine. And later on, I learned one thing, that one of the top things that the selection committees look for is authenticity. If you are struggling with writing your motivational letter, I think you should start with your why. Why this program? Why this field? And most importantly, why you? Right decision number three, I chose program that fit me and not the famous one. I saw a lot of people applying to programs that sounded more prestigious or more cool, but I sat down and I asked myself, do I have what the program is looking for? I matched my profile against the modules, the learning outcomes of the program, the profile backgrounds of my alumni, and that gave me a lot of context and it changed my perspective on how I was approaching my application. One key takeaway from you here is to understand that fit matters more than fame. And if you haven't already seen my video on how to choose the right Erasmus program, I will link it up here or here so you can go and check it out. I'm sure you will find it very, very valuable. So right decision number four, I did not underestimate my CV. I treated it very seriously because most people, they don't realize it, but your CV is your first impression before your SOP even begins. So for me, I included quantifiable achievements. Luckily for me, I had internship experience that was directly linked with my program, so I was able to use that work experience or internship experience in my CV. Let's say if you don't have relevant work experience, it's okay. It's okay. Your CV can be totally academic as well, because the master's is eventually an academic one and not an industry one, right? You're not applying for a job. So focus more on academia than work or internship. And if you believe you have internship experience or work experience that you can directly link with the program, sure, you can include it. So now it's your time to share what's one thing that you are proud of that you've done in your application so far, or what's one thing that you are still unsure about. You can drop it in the comments. Maybe I or someone else will be able to help. And if this video gave you some sort of clarity, please share it with someone who is still figuring it out. And about the comments, I try to reply as much as I can, but let's say someone has commented and I haven't replied, please, if you know the answer, please go and help each other. It's very important. So make sure, if you guys know something and you see I haven't replied already, or even if I have, you can freely help your peers. It's completely fine and it is a nice gesture, right? So knowledge is for sharing.